For today's video, I'm going to be going over some of my thoughts on the 6.8 Western and what I currently got going on as a project and how I got to where I'm at. You notice that's a pretty short barrel for a Browning rifle. This project started with my buddy had a 20-inch barrel 6.8 Western made, wanted me to work up a load for him. I did. I was thoroughly impressed. So I went and bought a rifle with a 26-inch barrel and was averaging 48 feet per second faster as all with the 6-inch longer barrel with factory loads. With my hand loads, a little more of a difference, but that 6 inches extra barrel wasn't doing me anything. So I went ahead and took my rifle in. And it should be sitting in here. I had 7.5 inches cut off the barrel. The reason I went 7.5 inches and not 6 is because I wanted to see 100 to 150 foot per second velocity loss between my rifle and his rifle. And yes, twist rates, actual size of the bore, friction of the bullet, all that stuff plays a factor. But I'm shooting about 98 feet per second slower with an 1.5 inch shorter barrel, shooting the 165 grain AccuBond long ranges, which both of these guns shoot lights out. 7 round groups, 1 hole. I went ahead and loaded this one up with some 150 grainers, and you can see there's a candle lure on those. That boat tail is actually just barely below the neck and the shoulder there. So I can't get any more bullet contact with brass. I could actually slide those out some. But a good thing to see there is these bullets were made for the 270 Winchester short mag. That candle lure is in the right spot for your bullet seat depth and everything. The 6.8 Western, in my honest opinion, is everything the 270 short mag should have been, but we didn't have the bullets on the market. We built a case around the bullets instead of building a new bullet in a new case. I still don't know that Winchester and Browning took their time to really see the potential of these. Because, again, you have 7.5 inches of barrel being cut off and you're not losing much velocity. Tried multiple different powders. Yeah, you get into something like a Retumbo and slower burning. That barrel seemed to make a little bit more of a difference, but not a lot. The other that I absolutely am loving about this, that front weight's not there. I pull up on a critter, I am not fighting any barrel weight out there. That weight with the strap, scope, and everything is almost exactly 8 pounds. Wouldn't be hard to build a rifle down in that 5 pound mark if you're not trying to have a long barrel to increase your muzzle velocities to get more downrange energy. Personally, I like shorter, lightweight, easy to freehand with my rifle too, yet can still reach out there. That bullet, 150 grain AccuBond long range, is leaving my muzzle at 2,892 feet per second on average. And I'm not seeing any pressure signs yet. I'm a little above the charts on my loads. Next year, I plan on pushing this to see how far can I go. Can I get an 18.5 inch barrel to shoot 150 to 170 grain bullet? You know, these 150s, I'd like to see them just over 3,000 just to see if I can do it. I'd slow them back down because I don't like my muzzle velocities that high because most of my shots are well within 100 yards. And I just don't like the excessive meat loss that's caused solely by velocity because I'm trying to crank my velocities to have energy downrange. Very, very few bullets on the market that can handle that crazy high 3,000 plus feet per second on impact and not destroy stuff, and yet still do a good job stopping game at distance. These Accubon long ranges are one of my favorite in a lead core for that. I'm going to be doing more with monolithics in the future to see what I like there. And I'm leaning towards either hammer or Badlands with that. The other ones on the market I've tested just aren't going to do quite what I want to do. But I wanted to share a little bit with you guys some of what I've been dabbling with on the side, and why at first I wasn't overly excited about the 6.8 Western, and now I'm really liking that. Short action, cuts weight. So by the time you add up everything that you can cut weight, you could really have you a good mountain rifle that's perfectly ethical out to, if you can place the shot right, 1,200 plus yards on a lightweight short barrel package. I'm definitely going to be playing more with this and look at having another one actually built to have a custom rifle, because I have no custom built rifles right now, and just try to see how far I can push that 6.8 Western above and beyond the data that's out there. I've been thoroughly impressed with what I've been able to do with them so far. If you guys have any ideas of things you'd kind of like me to test and see with the 6.8 Western in particular, throw your ideas in the comments. I don't always have the time to respond to everybody, but I do try to take the time to at least read them. So, you know, that's just where I'm at with this project so far, and why I bought a $2,500 rifle and then had 7.5 inches cut off the barrel. At this point, I could have that I can take that muzzle brake back off myself. I could put a suppressor on this, and it's still a little bit shorter than Browning's suppressor ready gun that is not even available to order yet. I know, because I've tried. Thought I wanted one of those. Got this one cut off, going, well, I have it now, why would I buy one of those? Don't know that I'll ever put a suppressor on this. It's not required around here. I disagree with how it works for getting the FFLs to even to have a suppressor in the first place. But if you want a short-barreled suppressed gun, mountain rifle, and you're a hand loader, so you can actually reach the true potential of this cartridge, I really think we're going to go somewhere with the 6.8 Western. I'll be doing some future videos on just bullets in general, and why I think with all the ridiculous amount of cartridges we already have on the market and bullets, that we could actually use more, starting with bullet design. All through the 60s, 70s, 80s, and early 90s, we were designing cases around the bullets already on the market. Now we're starting to redesign the bullet and design cases behind it. I think there's a lot of room to grow. I think we're going to see a lot of new cartridges on the market. This one I am very happy with, and I'm also not worried about not being able to get brass in the future. I've already successfully converted 300 Winchester short mag into 6.8 Western, and I'll be doing some conversion videos in the future too on brass and how I do some of that, so that you guys out there can do the same, because certain things are in short supply. But yeah, rather than me just keep rambling, that's my 6.8 Western that I had 7.5 inches whacked off its shaft, and I'm ever so glad I did it. It's doing great. That gun is so comfortable to shoot freehand now, because there's not that excessive weight in that long ass barrel that was doing me no good. So hope you guys enjoy this video.